All right, that's cool.
Okay, yeah, thank you for your time. So I'm just gonna ask you some questions I made about like what it's like being a physical therapist and stuff like that.
I'm a chiropractor.
Oh, chiropractor? Oh, well, yeah, so, well, similar enough thing, but yeah, I'll just ask you questions about your like job and what you do and things like that.
Okay. Uh, well, uh, run it at me. What you got?
Okay, so my first question for you is, has anyone helped mentor you along the way on your professional journey? And how did that help you have success?
That's a really good question. That's a really good question. Uh, has somebody mentored me? Yes. Well, I mean, I'm actually in my first year of practice, so, but in the totality of my life, as far as me get to where I'm at today, yeah, definitely have mentors. And honestly, one of my close friends that I actually met in bodybuilding has actually been one of my greatest mentors. To be honest, so yeah, for sure. You know, you need those people in your corner that share similar goals, and not necessarily, I mean, not necessarily have the same vision as you, but they they have a similar mindset as far as you know what they want out of life. Um, so like you need like-minded people like you. Um, not that actually has the same perspective as because so I mean, you can learn from other people through different perspectives because everybody have different backgrounds and experience and upbringing. But having like-minded mindsets, if you're motivated, if you're hard worker, always going to get it, trying new things, you want people in your circle like that. So like you have your friends you kick it with, do you have your professional friends, your colleagues, and then so as you get older, and you transition out of college, you will have like, I mean, your friends will be separated. And then you have those close friends that, those close friends that are professionals that you could pretty much not necessarily take anywhere, but they could be of value in any situation. Make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. I'll definitely keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, my next question is, did you have any setbacks in the experience in the field you're in? I need to resay that. Have you had any setbacks in the and have you experienced any setbacks in the field that you're in? Yeah, that's my
Oh,
question.
absolutely. Yeah. Well, I mean, again, I mean, if we're just talking about, school, I guess we can talk about chiropractic school. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But the thing is that those setbacks make you a better person, Um, because you know, people always bloat about their success, social media, Instagram. Nobody talks about the struggle while they're going through it. Like they'll talk about the struggle afterwards, right? After they achieve the success, but very little people talk about the struggle going through it. Make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, oh, for sure. I mean, you wouldn't. Most people that are successful, all of them, that all the people that are successful, wouldn't be who they are if it wasn't for the setbacks. It shapes you as a person and it humbles you. Because life is um I don't want to say life is a game because it's not a game. But, you know, you have to, you know, kind of know how to move and kind of figure out, you know, how you should move for you, you know, because your path to success is going to be different, but the work you put in is going to be just as much work as I don't say just as much work, but you know, the work you put in is going to be the work you put in, regardless of what field you're in. But your path and how that happens may be different because everyone's life is different, right?
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, so my next question is, were your
Mhm.
family ever deterrents to your success? And if they were, how did they deter you?
Ah, family is a big one. You know, you have to, you know, uh, as far as bodybuilding and training initially, yeah. But I don't want to say necessarily that training, maybe, but that's because a lot of people really didn't understand, you know, the fact that you know how I train and eat, you know, is a lifestyle. You know, like it's not a phase. But typically, um, my family's supportive for the most part. But I mean, you know, in general, you're gonna have people that you know doubt you. You know, you just prove them wrong. You know, um, that's always gonna be in there. That. You wanna know what that's called?
No, what is it called?
Life. Yep, that's what that called, man. That's called life, man. So you know, people people are always going to you know doubt you, and like I said, you know, some of the same ones that admire you will envy you. You know, especially especially you know if you're a really hard worker, which you know I suspect that you are. Um, people that admire your success sometimes will you know envy your success because they're not where you're at. And, you know, and in many cases, uh, it doesn't really have much to do with like well, part of the success, but the other part is that you know they don't have what it takes, you know, or either you know or either they're trying to compare their lifestyle and their life to yours, right? Um, again, you know, and you're gonna remember this too when you as you grow. Everyone's path to success is different, and their definition of success is different. Some people's definition of success is graduating from college, getting a 9 to 5 job, and getting married. That's it. But you know, for you, you may have other goals in mind, and the vision you create for your life is gonna be different. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So, you know, it's like kind of important to think about this stuff. To be honest, especially as you get older, you know, ask yourself questions, write it down, um, because you know, I mean, you will have some type of you know, like you should have some type of vision of like life you want to create because um, we only get one life to live, and many people really don't understand, you know, and really take that into account. But life isn't guaranteed, you know. Tomorrow isn't guaranteed, so um, not saying you should be living in panic or anything, you know, what I'm saying, but you should be doing your best to try to make most out of life without like over stressing about the fact that you're not where you're at. Like, well, you should be trying to get the most out of life, but not stressing about the fact that you're not where you want to be. Because no one is where they want to be. You ask the most successful person, like, and you may think that they're crazy, you know, and they have other goals and aspirations, and they want to do this, they want to do that, and you're like, damn, like, why you want to do all this and do this, and you're set because their mindset and you know, like their vision of what they want to create for their life is different. Same with everybody else. Everybody has stuff to work on, and I mean, very few people, if you really ask them, like, but they don't, like, they haven't got all our life, of what they want,
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense to you?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Okay, my next question. So, do you have fun being a chiropractor?
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I mean, I enjoy it. I enjoy helping people, so um, that's why I enjoy it, because I can help people. Um, the main reason why I enjoy it. But yeah, I might listen to you though. I'm just kind of getting ready for it tomorrow. I'm listening to you though, but just keep with the question.
Okay. So my next one is, how many years of school did it take to become a chiropractor?
For undergrad, well, really, a really master. I really spent 5 years at undergrad, really, but and then the doctorate program is about 3.5 years, about 4 years. So I was in school probably total 9 years.
Well, it seems like a long journey ahead for the higher education.
You said what?
I said I see how it's a long journey ahead for the careers with a higher education.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, my next question is, what jobs did your parents have growing up, and how did it determine your choice in becoming a chiropractor?
My dad was an engineer, and let me like keep track of time. I got about maybe 3 more minutes. 5 actually, max. My dad influenced me. I should have become a chiropractor, but to be successful, because he was actually an engineer, so he worked his ass off. So all the principles I learned working with him. I mean, when I was younger, getting up in the morning, doing construction, I carried that same work ethic to school and throughout. So, just like they say, bad habits are hard to break. Good habits are hard to break too. So, and that was one good habit I kept up.
Oh wow! It seems like it really strengthened your work ethic. Okay, so I
Yeah.
have about like 7 more questions, but like you can answer these fast since you have something to do after.
Okay.
Okay, so what were your potential backup plans if being a chiropractor didn't work out?
Man, that's a good question. It was no plan B for me because chiropractic was my plan B.
Okay,
I mean,
what is
well,
the? Oh,
huh?
sorry, what were you gonna say?
No, I'm saying, man, because I didn't know I wanted to be a chiropractor when I graduated undergrad. I didn't find that out until I was personal training for a couple of years. I took a break from school and I was personal training. Then that's when I found out I wanted to be a chiropractor. I didn't know I wanted to be a chiropractor right out of undergrad. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, you found it along the way.
yeah, so that's what I was saying. That's why I was more like a. I mean, I don't want to say it was a plaque up. I don't want to say it was a backup plan. It was more about like, I mean, this shit gotta work. Pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What is the most challenging thing about being a chiropractor?
Um, the amount of patient variables you gotta deal with. Um, you know, you have a lot of people that, like are dealing with a lot of underlying health issues, a lot of chronic issues. internal and external, that have to be weighed and I would say I don't even want to say necessarily managed, but like considered when you're actually like managing a case of a patient.
Oh, I see how that can be challenging.
Yeah.
Okay, my next question. So if you're okay answering this, did you ever go through anything bad or any injustice in your job because of your race?
Ooh, this is oh god damn. Oh my goodness. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yep. Yes. You will experience that. So, you want to know a quick analogy?
Yeah,
Well, the air in the building is the same air at the top and the bottom. Am I correct?
yeah, that's true.
Okay. So, you see where I'm going with this?
Mm,
Oh, the air at the top of the building is the same air at the bottom of the building, meaning that no matter how much education and credentials you have, you're still black.
yeah, that's true.
Okay. Now, I'm not saying, that to discourage you or to take that in the workplace, and have some type of anxiety, but just realize, situations will come up where you may feel uncomfortable, or you may have to you may have to address certain situations like correctly in a professional manner. I mean, it's bound to happen. You will, I don't even want to say injustice, but you will experience some racism in the workplace, especially if you become a doctor. That's 100%. That will damn sure happen for sure. I mean, I'm like 230, a bodybuilder in scrubs. Yeah, they don't expect me to walk in the door for sure. Oh, you know, I mean, I'm not saying that they said, oh, he's a doctor, but yeah, I've had I've had somebody ask me that before. Like, yeah, I'm a doctor. I'm your chiropractor. I'm seeing you today. Yes, yes, I'm a doctor. I am Dr. Darian, by the way. But yeah, so yeah, man, that happens.
Okay, my next question is, what is the most rewarding thing about being a chiropractor?
Um, honestly, I just like seeing people feel better, man. I know people be in a lot of pain, man. It's just, like that's like the rewarding part, really. Um, I mean, I don't know, it's just humbling when somebody's actually getting better. To be honest, like I really do enjoy that for sure. I really
Yeah,
do.
that is a nice thing. Okay, and how do you balance having hobbies and exercise while being a chiropractor?
Uh, oh, you want to know? Or you want to know? You want to know how I do that?
Yeah,
Figure it out. And yep, yep. I know I'm being really, really blunt. But being that, like, you know, there's when it comes to managing time and stuff like that, there's no really kind of set philosophy or things like that. I mean, you just have to like you got to be structured and regiment, but a lot of times you just figure it out. Like literally, like for example, you have finals week, right?
yeah,
Okay. So all the finals you have in a week, you got this and that, probably, family, girlfriend, I mean, or whatever. Like, I don't know, but I'm just saying, you're trying to juggle all these things, but I get stressed out. And half the time, you don't know how you're going to, you don't know how in the hell you're going to study for all them finals, right? But somehow you figure it out, right?
yeah,
Life is literally like, that's kind of like the same way, like in the most broad answer. without me kind of like going in depth as far as, you know, what I train. But I usually train in the morning, but, you know, like, but that's because I'm a morning person, and, you know, it's important to me. So, you know, you find time to do things that are important. So, but like I said, you know, just figuring out when, you know, when like parents have kids and stuff like that, half the time, you know, is plenty of situations where they don't know how this going to get done, and they figure it out, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that happened to you growing up. You know, you just, you know, parents, they do this, they doing that, and somehow they figure it out. So that, I mean, that's my answer to that. You just got to figure it out.
And that's a great answer.
You know, I mean, because I mean, everything doesn't have a set answer on like how to do this, how to do that. Like, life isn't like that. School is like that, but life isn't like that. Even when you get on a job, like, you have certain rules and stuff, but, you know, you just got to figure it out.
Yeah, that's fact. Okay, so my final question is, what are your personal tips for someone who is interested in being a chiropractor?
Research first, and you need to shadow some people and ask questions. You need to ask questions on uh not only the business side, like financially, how much debt you're going to be in, post graduation, because these are all things you got to consider when you get a higher level education. You know, who's paying for that debt, and, are you comfortable with honest amount of loans? So yeah, but I would definitely shadow and just try to talk to as many chiropractors as you can to get perspective, and then I would go, I would do that. That's what I would do. My suggestion. Make
Okay,
sense?
yep. Oh, yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Okay, thank you for your time today.
All right. All right, man. You take care, man. I wish you the best, man. Your name was what again?
It's Godwin.
Godwin. All right. All right, Godwin, man. You were awesome, man. You were very, very respectful and polite. And I enjoyed our conversation, man. I wish you the best.
Thank you, me too. Thank you, Dr. Williams or Darian. Well, whatever. Well, thank you, Doctor.
Gotcha. All right. All right, take care. Thank you.
You too.
All right, bye.
Bye.